Hello gorgeous souls, it's Mary Rose from PsychicSoulmateReading.com. In this video, I will be giving us a 3-card tarot reading for the week March 25th to April 1st. And it doesn't matter even if you're watching this way after that time, because the reading and the message is still intended for you because you're watching this, and that is the way spirit guides work, so it doesn't matter. So even if it's like a year later, you are here for a reason. That's the way it goes. And if some things are not quite resonating altogether, you got to just visit back, because there is a message there, and maybe some things have to unfold, and you just have to see, like, things have to happen before they can really take effect. And also, when you're watching this, you're actually downloading stuff. This is what happens when you get a reading. You're not only receiving the message by what you're hearing, you're also receiving the message and the energy. So you're getting a download, and I get it too. So I'm actually reading for you and for myself. So this reading is for all of us that is here right now. And you got to love technology and how it works, because you could be all the way totally like thousands of miles away, different time zones, everything. And you know what? We're all together. We're all one. Okay, so I have, I'm working with the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Lovely, lovely deck. I love this deck. He created it, and he's a really nice person. I met him last year and took a course from him, and I love the cards. Okay, so I dealt with them already and pulled the card for what we need to know. And the first card is Rest and Rejuvenate. So do you see what's happening here with Rest and Rejuvenate? He's sitting in a lotus pose, and he's receiving the messages from the trees, and he's getting all the messages. He's downloading. It's like what I just said. He's downloading things that what he needs, healing energies, messages from beyond. It's just like he is receiving, but also he has to rest. See, you cannot receive until you take that time to rest, and that is like meditating, taking time out for yourself, relaxation, whatever that means to you. You got to give to yourself. So that's what it's telling you. You need to give to yourself. If things are not working out the way you intended, like you're doing something, but it just seems like it's going backwards, and it seems like maybe this whole month has gone just haywire and things have been challenging. Well, we can blame it on Mercury retrograde. You could all you want, but Mercury retrograde has an influence of it, all of its own. But you know what? It's all has a lot to do with what you need to do for yourself. You need to ground yourself. You need to go within. You need to find you. And if you don't, you're going to end up not receiving the messages that Spirit has told for you, or listen to your soul. That's what you need to do. You need to pay attention to your soul. And if we don't listen to our soul, we don't grow. It's like what we need to know is all in here, right? So that's what you need to do. You need to listen to what's in here, and whatever that may mean to you. And I know, so a lot of people say, I don't know how to meditate. I don't know how to hear. I don't know how to listen. I have news for you. You are a soul. You are spirit. 100% made of pure love. Everything that's going on in your life is just make believe. It's a fairy tale. Not what I'm telling you. The fairy tale is actually life itself, because it's all created. And circumstances happen. Yes, I know. Okay, I've heard it. Yes, I know. But you see, we actually attract these things to ourselves when we don't pay attention. Like when anything negative happens into your life, a lot of it has to do with when we put ourselves down, and when we put things down, and when we judge, and we just have these negative thoughts and these negative feelings, and we just make stories up in our head. That's what happens when one little thing, we dramatize it. So it happens to the best of us. And if you are a positive, and I know you are a positive, but if you seem to go off track, you can get right back on the train. Don't worry, it's all good. You are going to grow. So you need, just like the tree is growing here, you are growing as well. So what you need to do is you need to just listen. Go hug a tree. You know what? That's my advice to you. Go hug a tree. And you might think, oh, but why should I? Because trees are, they have so much energy, so much positive energy, and they're ancient, and they've been here, and they know. And if you listen, you can actually feel your energy vibrates with trees. Trees are healing and nurturing for us. They nourish us. They do in so many ways. Okay, second card is patience and planning, okay? And that is what you need to do, patience. So take some time out for yourself, whatever that may be. Feel your feet on the ground and just feel the energy rise from your feet to your crown of your head. You know, feel your hands and just go within and start planning. You know, make a schedule for yourself. You know, if you start planning your day and if you start making plans, you know, the day before, how about this? The night before, make plans of what you're going to do for the next day, okay? It all takes a little bit of time and a little bit of patience, and you have to show up and be disciplined with it. When I say that, I'm not talking about stick to your to-do lists. I'm just talking about more like you have an idea, you have a goal set for yourself. Well, take the time out, what you need to do for that to happen. What steps do you need to do? So say, for instance, you're starting your day, you know, write all the things that you would write, like what you would do, you know, in the morning when you wake up, and then what comes next, and then what comes after. And then, you know, you give yourself plan for no time. That's what I would say. Put lots of large gaps between one activity to the next. Because if you do that, you know, you're going to find yourself flowing easily. It's going to flow better because you're being accountable, and put less as possible. Don't overload your planning, because when you do, you're actually setting yourself to fail. Most of us do that. We put so much on our to-do list. I know, I'm a product of it. I have done it many times. I've made to-do lists and I'm like, oh, I'm kicking myself because I couldn't get it all done. You got to make time for no time, if that makes sense. Like, make time for nothing. Like, make time for, like, I'm not saying make time for nothing. Like, just put like, okay, 2 o'clock, I'm going to do this. And then, you know, if you got something to do, like say for instance at 5 o'clock, leave that 2 hour space, just gap for whatever. Okay. And then, you know, oh, 5 o'clock, it's like an appointment. Oh, I have an appointment here. You know, you got your book and you're like, okay, I got my appointment and I got to do this. Okay. So I have time for no time. I'm just going to sit here and just, you know, take some time out just to have a latte or a tea and just chill for a bit. You know, the weather's getting better. It should be getting better by then. I'm filming this a few days earlier, so the weather should be getting warmer. We're in spring right now, so things are going to be brighter. So you're going to want to go outside. You're going to want to get out a little bit. So, you know, take that time out for yourself and go hug a tree. No, I keep saying that. So patience and planning, and also you got to be patient. You know, there's a lot of things being thrown at you. I'm feeling this energy really strong. And, you know, even before I filmed this video, a lot of stuff was going on. And if maybe some of you recall that on Friday, Dave was doing a live. And, you know, we're planning, we're doing everything we can to get home. We did a few groceries, we bought a few groceries at the supermarket. We're on our way, but there's so much on our way home, so much traffic. And, you know, it was so like challenging, I have to say. It's even hard to talk about it because it was like, wow. And then we came back and so many technical difficulties, he went on my phone by accident. Well, actually I did it myself. Mercury retrograde. I was testing the lighting, and what happened was that I was using my other phone, my old phone, not this phone that I'm using, my old phone, and we left it there, and we forgot to exchange his phone, and he was on my name, on my account, my IG account, and he was making a live on mine. I was like, we didn't realize this till like 20 minutes later because he had another technical difficulty, and I went on and I was like, you're on my name, you're on my account. And, you know, he was losing battery power, and, you know, I didn't have a chance to save it, and it was just, you know, it was a bit challenging, and we both just said, okay, let's just breathe. It's all good. Whoever got to hear it, listen to it. It wasn't mine, but it was his, and it was beautiful what he had to say, and he had a message for you guys. Whoever was watching it, that's Dave's live, but it was on my live. Anyways, just to give you an example of that. So patience and planning. So things might just go a little haywire with Mercury retrograde, even though it's ending in a couple of days. I'm not sure when exactly. I think it's on between the 26th and the 28th. I should see that, but I can't really see this on this book here. But I can just tell you that there's a shadow side of that after, because it takes like a week, 2 weeks after that. It takes time to everything to go back direct and be normal. And, you know, it's just electronical things and mental stuff seem to go woo, but you know what? You got to be calm and you got to hang in there because you got this. That's all I'm going to say. You got to just know it's just stuff. Okay. And the third card here is new beginnings. Okay, so this is telling you that there is a new beginning. You got to step forward, dear one, because I'm telling you something beautiful is on its way for you. Something amazing is happening, but you need to step out of your comfort zone, and maybe that, whatever that means to you and what's coming into your mind while I'm saying this, you got to do it. And I'm looking right at you. Okay, so I see you, and I know the energy I'm getting is like, I know you're kind of like, oh, my stomach's turning. You're telling me to let go of whatever that is. It could be a relationship. It could be something that you have been doing and you've been procrastinating, or something that you've been holding on to that is not helping you to grow. Well, I have to tell you, you need to, your spirit guides are telling you, your soul is telling you, you got to let this go. You got to move forward. You got to believe in yourself. You got to empower yourself. You got to believe you can do this, and you got to expect only the good. It's not going to help you to feel sorry for yourself. It's not going to help you to look back. It's not going to help you to think about, oh, I want that person back into my life. And, you know, even if they're very toxic and they're just not good for you, you know, you're holding on to something that is not going to be for your highest good. And, you know, if that person is meant to be in your life, I promise you 100% that that person's coming back, you know, and whoever's meant to be in your life will be in your life. Doesn't matter if it's a year from now, if it's 10 years from now, you got to know what is meant to be will be meant to be. You got to be proactive. And when it comes to, say, for instance, work-related stuff, you know what you need to do. You need to start. Just like I was talking about the planet planning, you know, you need to start, because if you don't start now, you won't get nowhere, right? It's very important. You got to just let it all fly. I always say, let my freak flag fly, meaning what that means is that don't care what other people think. Now, when I say that, I don't care what other people think, because if I do, I wouldn't be doing what I do. And, you know, I do it with love in my heart. Like when I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to a camera, and I tell you this all the time. It's like, it is hard sometimes, because I'm thinking I'm talking to like my phone, and I'm just looking at myself talking, but I'm actually talking to you. I know that you are on the other side, and I feel the love, and I'm just sending that energy out to you, and I can feel it coming back. I can feel it's like an exchange, and we're, like I said earlier, we're all one, and because we're all one, we can help each other, and that is it's a win-win, right? And so you got to be proactive. You got to know and trust into the universe and believe that what you love to do and what you want, you can achieve. You know, you can have that. You know, you got to just believe. You got to just, you know, offer this, and you got to say, okay, I'm going to offer this. I have something that I'm going to offer, and whatever that may be. You know, it's like something that you're holding back. You're holding yourself back. Your mind is holding yourself back. Your mind is telling you that you can't do it, and I can feel it, and it's stopping you. So you need to let go and just move forward. Take that little step. It starts with a little step. And if you need more help on it, you know what? Just message me and we can do a session, and that helps because I can help you uncover that and help you bring some aha moments in you. And whatever that may be, you'll know, you'll see, okay, whatever jumps out at you. And also health-wise too, let's not forget about, you know, hey, spring's around the corner. I want to get in the best shape of my life. I want to be the healthiest me. I want to be, not so much that you want to look, it's not how you look on the outside, because what you look like on the outside is what's happening on the inside, you know. And I'm saying you can be the best of what you can be, okay? You can really help and improve your health and improve your quality of life, spend time with your family, have more, like if you have children, you want to be running with them, you want to be doing all the good things, you want to keep up with them, you want to keep up with your partner, you want to keep up with people that you love, you want to do all the healthy things. And it all starts with, you know, just getting out there, right? And you just got to do it, whatever that may be. I'm not here to give you fitness or nutrition advice, but I'm going to tell you, it starts with I would just say one thing to you: drink more water, or actually two. Drink more water and make sure you get a lot of sleep, because that is the most important thing that you need in life. And that helps you, it deals with stress, because when you don't get enough sleep, you crave sugar. You do. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about nutrition, but I feel like I need to. when you don't get enough sleep, if you get like that 5 hours sleeping, 6 hours sleeping, you think that's enough for me, that's all I need. No, I'm telling you right now, how are your cravings? Are you craving sugar? Do you have to have some sweets when you wake up or like during the day often? Well, a lot of it has to do with your sleep, because it has something to do with your brain. Like your brain is trying to recover that with sugar, or caffeine, and I would say get enough sleep and drink lots of water. If you find that you're eating really crappy or anything like that, just drink lots of water. I'm not saying that that's your cure, but actually that's really going to help you to flush it out. So you need to get enough sleep. And if you're having issues with sleeping, then you know what? There's a lot of things that you can do to help that. I always like to have it extremely dark in my place. And even when I wake up, I have like those blackout curtains that I can't even see any light. Sometimes I even wear an eye mask, Lately, I have, because it's spring, I've been hearing like with my cat, he kind of gets a little antsy in the spring. And also like we have, you hear like, footsteps of, critters in the walls or outside the patio. You're like, yeah, I can hear it. And so I was thinking of getting earplugs, like, because I just wake up in the middle of the night and like, I go back to sleep. But those things, you need to have a good night's rest. And if you finish all your water like a few hours before you go to bed, because you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, because that disrupts your sleep. So that's the things that you really need to do for health. Okay, and move your body. That's another thing I gotta emphasize. You gotta move your body, whatever that is. Getting some walking, or you know what you need to do. Listen to your heart, listen to your soul, okay, and just let it feel it. Okay, so a lot of the things that I'm saying you'll hear, but I know a lot of you like to listen and just let the energy just download into you, because that is what's happening right now. You're downloading energies, and if you feel really relaxed listening to this and chilled out, well, that is, you got to listen, because that's what Spirit's trying to tell you. So that's all you need to do. And I'm getting that feeling, and I'm saying, yeah, that's a great idea. I got some other ideas in my head what I need to do. Yeah. So anyways, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. And if you're interested in getting a longer personalized reading with me, all you got to do is go to my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com, and book a session. Okay. And that's all you need to do. So anyways, I wish you peace, blessings, love, and light. Namaste.